YouTube family, what do we have here now? Now we got a new strings of alarming events that have just taken place recently, of all things. Now, if you guys don't know, man, the Memphis Police Department head chief is going crazy on the streets to get justice for Dolph, and they are not stopping. I'm about to give y'all some new reports and what they're doing to prevent these things from happening again and what they got going on. Now, the DA is also using the police chief to help out solve some new strings of murders that's been going way too long in the communities, and I guess they want to do it the right way, because when you lose a legend like Dolph, it makes the whole city look bad. It makes everybody look brazy. You feel me? So we're gonna get the Dolph and get to the news, but let's pay these bills right quick if y'all don't mind. Now, without further ado, let's go. Now, the Memphis police chief is not playing. You feel me? Chief CJ Davis has made a lot of the press conference regarding this situation. We're gonna go through those news stories and we're gonna listen to what the Queen had to say.
Afternoon, 16 incidents resulted in someone being shot, and 12 individuals have been arrested or a warrant has been issued because of the excellent work of local law enforcement. On our interstate system alone, we have made over 12,000 traffic stops, written over 7,500 citations, made nearly 350 arrests, and have recovered 18 unlawfully possessed weapons. These agencies have also worked diligently to try to suppress interstate shootings on our freeway. With that said, I would like to have Assistant Chief Crow to come forward and provide a...
But our judicial system is not set up for criminals to think they're going to be punished for what they do, end quote. The Memphis Police Department deputy chiefs and colonels have met internally with members and also with members of other agencies. They have reviewed the incidents on the interstate system. Our officers will be looking for counterfeit temporary firearms as they drive.
Safety officers that we'll be using to supplement our resources.
Now, we have more footage of several things they talked about that day the rapper died. We know what the police chief addressed already.
Urge everyone to stay home if you do not have to be out. We also strongly encourage everyone to remain calm as we actively perform our investigation. The Memphis Police Department is providing an increased presence in areas of the city that might be directly impacted by this unfortunate incident. We are committed to working with the community to stop these senseless murders. We're also dedicated to bringing the 2274. Let me say that again, 901-528-2274. And
now the Memphis police chief was not stopping at that. She's collected more than 80 guns off the street through the buyback event in Memphis. Now let's go to that and listen to more news of that.
Trading gas and groceries for guns. People with unwanted firearms were invited out to the Hickory Ridge Mall this afternoon to make that swap. Broken guns, ammunition, and even gun parts were all accepted. We talked to the Memphis chief of police, who told us events like these can save lives in the long run.
We want to approach gun violence from a myriad of different angles. Not just, making sure that we are enforcing the laws here in the city of Memphis, but we are also putting mechanisms in place so that our community members can exercise education and awareness and safety proactively as it relates to firearms.
If you brought a gun, you walked away with $50 or a $50 gift card. Assault rifle trade-ins earned people $100. And
now, people are going to look at it and say Dolph still died and things still happen, but you need to start somewhere. And 80 guns may not be a lot, but it's a start. There needs to be seeds to everything. Now, there was a man who died at the Court Mall with his educational purpose child as well. Now, the family identifies the victims on that scene. Let's go to that so we can go back, because they try to tie this one also to the Dolph situation as retaliation. We don't know if that's the truth or not, so I'm gonna say allegedly, and let's look at this video.
21-year-old father. Family in mourning after the death of a 21-year-old father. Family members tell us Jason Hill died after he was shot at Oak Court Mall holding his 9-month-old son. This afternoon, police are still looking for the gunman. Thank you for joining us. I'm April Thompson.
I'm Alex Coleman. WREG Shea Arthur spoke with the victim's mother, who says she needs answers in this case.
Flashing police lights illuminate the Oak Court Mall parking lot Saturday night. Tonight, we're learning more about those involved. A woman identifying herself as the mother of 21-year-old Jason Hill said her son died after he was shot. Shot while holding his 9-month-old son, Jalen. Jalen suffered gunshot wounds too. Tonight, he's at Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. Family members told us Hill had just picked up his son and had gone to the mall to go Christmas shopping. Relatives have no idea why the young father would be targeted, saying he worked 2 jobs. He was a people person and knew everyone. Initially, Memphis police said 2 people had been detained, but today they tell us they're looking for 1 man who has not been arrested. Hill's mother said she's waiting to hear back from detectives about their investigation.
Now, those investigations are still ongoing. There's been a lot of investigation since this Dolph shooting. They've been investigating everywhere. They've been relentless. They've been nonstop. I'm talking about these folks been reaching everybody to get some justice for what happened to him, what continues. You know, shooting is all over the city. And this shooting is just going crazy, y'all. The shooting is going on way too much. It's wild. The city is at a loss for words right now. People don't know how to intervene the right way. More alleged folks have been dropped on the streets. We know what I'm trying to get to and say. And it's a whole lot. Them boys did not play with young Dolph. And also Dolph folks allegedly is not playing with them boys. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of going on. And you got to be very careful how you go about covering these news. Now, they've made another statement on an apartment complex that's in Pepper Tree apartment complex. This is a lot of things going on there, public nuisance, and a lot of people are trying to allege ties with young Dolph in this apartment right here, allegedly. So let's go and listen to that news as they talk about it.
Against the Pepper Tree apartments. The issue today, the district attorney's office announced it was finally taking action against the Pepper Tree apartments. The issues of safety and crime are something we've reported on for more than 10 years. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm April Thompson.
I'm Alex Coleman. Our Janae Lewis explains what this means for those who currently live there.
This has been a long time in the making.
For those who live at the Pepper Tree Apartments, today couldn't have come soon enough. Shelby County DA Amy Wyrick announced a public nuisance petition was issued against the property's owners. Through an investigation, her office found police have responded to more than 1,600 calls for service just in the last year and a half. This includes 120 shootings, 53 aggravated assaults, and 2 murders. MPD Chief CJ Davis says the apartment comes up often in their weekly crime meeting due to the high number of calls. They've increased patrols as a deterrent.
There has been numerous times that I've actually driven by and our officers are literally sitting on the lot just to try to quell some of the problems that exist there.
But even with those efforts, residents call it a war zone.
Residents often sleep on the floor to avoid being hit by stray bullets.
These issues are nothing new, from a fire believed to be intentionally set earlier this year to the constant crime. The DA's office issued nuisance action against the management company Tesco back in 2006. They were ordered to implement safety measures then. We went to their Germantown office, but no one would come out, and a receptionist hung up on us in the lobby.
The owners of this property must know that we will hold them accountable for the safety of their residents and for the nearby residents.
Wyrick says of the 1,000 residents, 90% are women and children.
It's just not fair to the women and children that make up the majority of residents in that area, and it's not fair to the schools and the senior facility across the street.
Because everyone deserves to feel safe.
A lot of things are not fair, and everyone does deserve to feel safe. Not only that, now after the young Dolph situation, Memphis police are trying to target gang activity and a whole lot in the city.
These violent crimes that we report on a daily basis are barely teenagers, and they believe there's a bigger reason that they're the ones committing the crimes.
Crime has definitely increased over the last 2 years.
Officers believe gang activity is a contributing factor.
We have more hybrid gangs in Memphis. We don't have the traditional leaders, national gangs.
That trickles down and has a domino effect in our community, especially among our youth.
The juveniles are driving most of the crime in Memphis between the ages of 14 to 17.
Officers think they know why gang members target this age group.
The older individuals are putting them out here to do more crime because the punishment level is not high enough for the juveniles.
Officers with the multi-agency gang unit are using crime data from the FBI to identify and focus on hotspots for aggravated assaults and other crime.
We're beefing up our efforts to put more officers in those areas. So over the next couple of weeks, you'll see more officers, more gang response officers, more criminal apprehension teams in those areas.
Hoping to combat crime that way and rely on other methods to prevent juveniles from committing a crime in the first place.
Within the city, we need more football fields for them, more basketball fields, and we need these outlets to be free for these juveniles. They gotta have positive outlets.
And doing our part if we know something has happened or is about to happen.
Anything you have, any little bitty thing that you think is important, call us, call the hotline, call us, and we'll definitely follow up on that.
Officers say there's another trend that they're concerned about.
Now, you see the things they're trying to do for the city and clean it up. And they claim them and the DA also had a town hall meeting recently, I think yesterday, couple of probably over 8 hours ago or 17 hours ago. I can't tell you the exact time, but it was yesterday. They had a town hall meeting to discuss things, and there's going to be a lot of improvement in the city.
Lots of Memphians are concerned about an increase in violent crime and want to know what's being done about it. Tonight, they got some answers.
They certainly did, straight from the city's new top cop. And
Good evening. Well, the Chamber of Commerce and the Crime Commission organized this crime forum where MPD laid out its plan to...
It's time to do something. It's time to fix the police cops. It's time to stop all things.
Memphis looking for answers.
It's time to drop the hammer. It's time to do something. It's time to fix the police cops. It's time to stop all things deals.
The city's new police chief, C.J. Davis, admits violent crime is a big problem.
Since the beginning of the year to date, there have been over 15,000 shootings.
That compares to just over 9,000 shootings in 2016. MPD says violent incidents involving guns are up almost 7% to help with community policing and address the reckless driving on putting violent repeat criminals on notice. They're watching them and will send them right back.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep you posted, keep you informed with every single breaking news on this case. All I need you to do is hit that notification bell. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm your guy, DJ Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.